Welcome to the Literally First Class podcast, where I will teach you how to overcome anxiety and achieve somatic success. I'm your host, Keri Ford. I'm a somatic success and holistic life coach here to bring humor, insight, and wisdom to the modern day woman that wants to feel alive in her daily life. You ready? Come on, I saved you a seat in first class. It's leaf blowing season, although Georgia seems to think it's leaf blowing season all year long, every day. Yeah, legit though. Leaves are starting to fall off the trees, and I finally found a quiet pocket of time to record a podcast, so super grateful for that. Life updates. Well, we joined Girl Scouts. Never thought I would be here. And I'm like, why is it so cheap to join? Oh, that's because it's volunteer. So I brought my daughter to this Girl Scout meeting for the first time ever. And you should know I'm a brownie dropout. We got to like the second or third meeting, we were painting fucking sticks. And I'm like, yeah, no, this isn't for me. That was in second grade, okay? And I get to the Girl Scout meeting and I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like I'm like the other moms. And that's okay. They were all very sweet. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Apparently there is a glamping opportunity, which I am all for because I'm not really what you call outdoorsy, although I like hiking and I like the beach. I like the outdoors. I just don't like sleeping there. And I'm actually reminded of that skit that Jim Gaffigan does where he talks about wrapping yourself in sausage casing inside of a sleeping bag for a bear to come and attack you, and how the bugs are trying to get inside the house. Why would we pay to sleep outside where they live? If you have not seen that skit, you need to Google it. It's like Jim Gaffigan camping. So yeah, I mean, I think there'll be some fun parts to this, but this is challenging all the mom edges inside me because I'm definitely a little different than the other moms. My team actually had a good laugh. They were like, "You went to a Girl Scout meeting? Like, what did you do?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm a little bit different than some of the other moms." And they were like, "Yeah, we were going to say like, what did that look like?" So we'll see. And then I got a call. This was wild. I got a call that they were able to get me in for the explant surgery a lot sooner. I'm still waiting to hear final details, but man, I have all the feels about the opportunity to have explant surgery a week from this Thursday. At the time of recording, by the time this is released, I potentially could have had that surgery already done, but you guys will definitely be the first that I update. It's because I'm doing this in real time. Like there's no plan here. There's no, content mapping and strategy sessions around how I'm going to talk about this. I'm literally just sharing with you in real time what comes up for me. So we've rearranged my schedule. We cleared my calendar. We canceled things, and I am just acting as if this date is the date. And, I was manifesting already having this surgery by December. And again, we had a laugh at my team meeting and they were like, "Are you sure you didn't decide on some energetic level that this needed to happen before December?" And I'm like, yeah, maybe I did. So we're going to see what happens there, but it's a big deal. And I had a lot of mixed feelings come up. And because I had to cancel things on my calendar and move things, I had to tell people like, "Hey, I'm going into surgery and here's what we need to do." And that makes it really real and really scary. So in one breath, I found myself saying like, I cannot wait. And in the other, I found myself facing massive fears around, what if I'm deformed? What if I have no breast tissue? What if I don't feel attractive or sexy? What if Jake doesn't feel that I'm attractive or sexy? What if I hate not having implants? Maybe I'd rather, you even go into the moments where you're like, maybe I'd rather have this injury for the sake of implants. And it's like the programming is so strong around identity to implants. And a friend of mine left me a beautiful voice note that had me really emotional. And he's like, "Hey, I'm here if you need any support, because I imagine the psychological shift and healing that needs to occur post-op, what's going to come up for you is likely what had you get them in the first place. So yeah, he's not wrong. And I wrote him back and I'm like, hey, I would love to leave you a voice note back, but I'm just too emotional right now. Thank you so much. So I've got all the feels. Please send me positive prayers, healing vibes. And I think, the older I get, especially this year, being 39, closer to 40, there's something interesting that's happening as a shift inside me. So although many of us that are still in our late 30s and early 40s feel very young and look, young and vibrant and energetic, there is still very much the reality that we could potentially be halfway through our lives or more. And I don't think I've feared mortality as much as I have in the past year or so. I'm watching people that feel close in age to me get cancer and pass away. In fact, there was somebody that I didn't know her. Her name's Jessie Lee Ward, that really affected me in witnessing the outpouring and the impact, the outpouring of love and the impact that she seemingly has had on, the people that she has been in contact with when she was here on Earth. And this woman was in network marketing for years. I didn't know her, unfortunately, until people were saying, send prayers for Jessie and pray for her. And I looked her up and I'm like, wow, she seems like a powerhouse. And I found myself following along. And unfortunately, a few days ago, she passed away. And I didn't know her, but I felt sad because I think so many of us can see ourselves in that mortality and just, man, that could happen to anybody. I think she was diagnosed with cancer in February of this year. And then they told her, you're not going to make it past November. But apparently it wasn't the cancer that even took her that happened to be improving per some recent scans she had. It was an infection. So, and again, this is hearsay. I'm not a personal relative or friend of hers, but this is through posts that I've seen from her significant other and other loved ones. But man, that's wild. And I think about all the things that I have yet to do in this world and all the impact that I want to create. I can only hope that if I were on my deathbed, that I would have the same impact and the same circle would rally around me. I just think that's so beautiful. So it brought up something in me that was both sad and reflective, as well as somewhat inspiring and motivating. I have so much yet to do. I have barely scratched the surface of my deepest potential. And there's something really exciting about that and what I have to offer the world and what's coming and some of the changes even that we're making inside our academy and inside the other programs. I can't wait to share what those are going to be. They're not here yet, but soon. And man, life is crazy. It goes by fast. So yeah, I appreciate every single one of you being here. I also want to say thank you so much for those of you that participated in the giveaway, the 50th episode giveaway. How are we at 50 episodes? That's crazy. I read every single review. I read every single post that tags us for literally first class. My team screenshots it if I miss it. DMs. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you so much for the emails and the DMs and the texts and the support that you've even given me in sharing my Explant journey in real time as just a woman behind a mic, as a human sitting here in my desk chair, navigating this as it's happening. Those are super encouraging for me because this shit's hard. This shit is really vulnerable. And I often don't share in real time as it's unfolding. Most of the time I share after I've processed, after I've grieved, after I've gathered my thoughts and landed fully in the integration of. And so this is new, but I want to do it because I feel like it's an important message. So thanks for being here. And if you find value in this, please leave a review, please subscribe, and share this podcast with somebody else that you know can use a loving nudge, maybe learn something, have a good laugh about the fucking leaf blowers, whatever it is. I'm just glad that you found me and you're here. I hope you enjoyed your flight, and I'll see you on board again soon. Seriously though, thanks for listening. If you're ready to take this work deeper and upgrade your mind, I want to invite you to join us inside my Millionaire Mindset program. This is where you'll start using my guided meditations to help you overcome anxiety and experience even more abundance. When you join, you'll have access to my entire audio library. Head over to elevatewithkeri.com and we'll see you inside.